Good morning.
Welcome to Coffee Beanery Sip Share. We are live everywhere today. So today I'm Britton.
I'm Patti.
And Will.
TikTok, you can't see Will. We'll pop
TikTok
your face in
can't
for a
see
second.
Will. They make us go in portrait
Hey.
mode. And it's really silly. And we've tried to fit 3 people's butts on this couch.
Yeah,
and-
I'll make occasional pop-ups in the video so everybody can see me.
Yes.
You know,
Please do.
it might just be a little bit too much if we try to get your butt in here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
not that I don't think it could
Well,
fit,
even
but
with Sedona, it's like this
Uncomfortable?
is a 2-person couch.
yeah, like let's not be
I think
uncomfortable.
I actually have to go on the TikTok thing on.
Oh, to see comments
To see
because it is
comments.
really little.
It
So
is so little.
yeah,
Oops. Probably with no volume would
Yeah.
be good.
yeah. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yeah, happy Wednesday.
Do you guys follow those guys they're called the accent guys?
Jason,
Josh, I think?
Jason, Josh.
Yeah, so they're
yes.
in Michigan right now, and I've been following them because they've been talking about the lake effects of like our weather here in Michigan. And it is no joke, right?
Mhm.
Like obviously being close to the lake, you get some extreme weather sometimes.
Logan, I can't see that far.
And I'm cracking up because they're here now to kind of experience it. And they're like, it's so cold. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
we know we can't
What
see
is this
Logan.
weather? What is going on?
Will's just gonna pop in because I think that
Just
we
gonna
have
do an
to-
occasional
Yeah,
one of these.
we have to record. I believe we have to
Oh,
record
that's
TikToks in portrait mode,
Yeah.
which throws off the whole vibe.
Yes.
Good morning, Patti. Good morning, Mo. Lovely to see you guys today. Yes.
Okay. It says I'm on the live. Now I can see comments. So
All right.
from not doing this
Yeah.
type deal.
Because they're so far away. What do you think you're here to fix it or something?
Logan's gonna come fix something.
Oh, geez.
All right, the man.
Oh, but
Uh,
can you hear us now that far away? You have to turn it. You still can't see us.
This is what happens when
Mhm.
I guess I can't call us boomers, but millennials do TikTok.
Boom.
There
We're
we go.
terrible at it. But can you hear us?
Yeah. I
He-
guess
now
he's
he's
got
gotta
to
go
go,
see if
he's
he
got to
can
go
hear
figure
us.
it out. He's got to go
Team
figure
player.
it out.
Oh, good
Team
morning,
player.
Patti. Good morning, Mo.
Yeah.
We
Good
are
morning.
okay.
All right.
We're experimenting with TikTok. It is a beast.
It's not my favorite. I can tell you that.
It's freezing.
Freezing in California. Is that even possible?
No.
What's freezing to
Yeah.
you, Patti? Tell us. Like, is it actually freezing? Because like 32 or below?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some wild weather this winter. Like
Yeah.
I just saw a lady posted from Montana saying it's been like the weakest winter they've ever had. In
Really?
Montana.
Because they
Yeah.
gave it all to us? Is that?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I heard all like before the winter, like they were forecasting it was going to be a
Yeah.
crazy year. So
Yeah.
don't
I will
know.
say it was 42 and raining, like pouring rain at my
Mhm.
house. And then I got about halfway here and the temperature dropped to 33 and it just started snowing.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh, okay.
absolutely not.
But I just went to Aldi
We
quick
still got
and
a
it's
lot
just
left.
rainy.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan.
35. Yes, it's similar here.
Okay, I guess we'll give you credit for that, Patti. That can be freezing. That can be cold enough.
Yeah.
At least we're not unshoveling
Your
ourselves. So.
temps look like lottery numbers. I feel that way too. Like we keep having warm ups where everything melts and then it gets cold again and it all comes back.
Mhm.
I heard we're supposed to get some snow though.
All I hope is that when we go to Jamaica, that we are like de-icing the plane scares the living crap out of me.
Yeah.
Like I just think of like
Why?
going off the runway because it's too icy.
No.
Oh, it happens.
My plane has been de-iced so many times.
Yeah.
I've never had an issue.
Oh, I'm actually going to throw up thinking about it. I hate flying. It scares the mess out of me. I
gonna
do not
be
like it.
fine.
And Will's, you're with me, buddy. You don't
I
like
just
it
it's
either.
the flying over water thing that weirds me
Yeah.
out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just flying over
I
water.
would actually prefer to crash into an ocean and just die that way than to crash
Yeah.
into a city. So
I got a parachute as my
Doesn't-
carry-on, and I'm kicking the exit door
doesn't bother
open to see
If you have a
no, I'm just
parachute
joking.
as your carry-on,
as
you're
long
getting
as
definitely
it's
searched.
fast,
Yeah.
fast and we die quick, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know,
I don't know if we're even allowed to say that on social media. We're probably gonna get banned for our words.
Yeah, it's a big no for me. It's all I'd prefer to not go out in a fiery inferno.
Well, I mean, plane accidents are so rare.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah, I just watched a thing the other day how they still hadn't found the people. Was it the malaria? Not malaria flight.
MH370.
Yeah, how they still hadn't
Yeah.
like found them and
Mhm.
I just feel like this is on purpose.
yeah.
I mean, these are in
Yeah.
countries where it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know,
Then I watched that movie with it was called
Morning, Charles. Morning, Deborah.
the one where
Morning.
the four guys went out. Two of them were NHL players, and they went out on the boat, and then their boat capsized, and they never found like three
we
of
actually
their
watched
bodies.
that too.
That's a good movie.
It was a good movie.
But those are some of my fears.
Yeah.
You have a lot of fears.
I have. Oh, so let's talk about Fear Factor
Crystal.
though, because Fear Factor just came back on TV. Did you guys
did it
know this?
really?
With Johnny Knoxville as
saw
the
that.
host,
Yeah,
which I
yeah.
love Johnny Knoxville. I love Joe Rogan when he did it, but I do love Johnny Knoxville. But they made it more like a reality show where they all live in a house, which I hate reality shows.
Yeah.
And I
love
liked
them.
old Fear Factor where it was like
New contestants
elimination.
every week.
Yeah, every week there's new contestants. So the first thing they did was they were like in two pieces of like plastic saran wrapped in, and then they had like a hose in front of their mouth to breathe. So it was like a claustrophobia thing. And then they had to like climb out after like a certain amount of time. The second one they did was, and this is where you lose me. They covered them in bugs, and then they dropped like different things. So one person had birds drop on him, which I'm like, okay, well they're gonna kill, they're gonna eat the bugs. Then they had rats drop on somebody else, and then they had snakes drop, and the girl with the snakes just like couldn't even function, which obviously would be me.
Yeah.
I would pass out and die right then and there. I would be absolutely dead.
Unalive.
Okay, I would be unalived right away. Immediate heart attack. Absolutely done.
Mo said she had to fly sometimes for her job. She had a really early flight and basically fell asleep while they were taxiing for the takeoff. You woke up mid-flight and the guy in the seat across from you asked if I wanted to know where I was. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. No, thank you.
So we had a company who makes flavoring oil. So if you're new here, which a lot of people on TikTok probably are, we do a lot of flavored coffee. We're kind of like the Willy Wonka of coffee. Again, that's trademarked. We can't say that. Whatever. Close enough.
Yeah.
The Wizards of coffee. Whatever.
That might also be a Harry Potter, wizard
in
thing.
some way.
Wizarding world. You can't say that. Yeah.
But we come up with crazy, wacky, different flavors. And we use like an oil, almost like an extract.
Oh, here,
like
I have a little bottle of one actually.
To flavor our coffee.
Yeah. This is like what a flavoring bottle looks like.
A lot of testing, a lot of getting it wrong to get it right.
And people think it's really fun, and it is until the caffeine hits and we start running laps around the office.
Yeah.
And that's still fun too.
But they wanted to showcase some new flavors.
Yes.
And so which we have never had their coffee before, so it might be really gross.
So yeah, and this is a company, they've sent me flavoring samples before, but I've never actually purchased their flavoring. But I thought it was cute because they said what they're trying to do is lean into the U.S. royal wedding, which would be, of course, the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce wedding, right?
Travis Swift, yes.
Travis Swift, is that what we're calling him now?
Kelce.
Yeah,
I mean,
might as well.
how could Taylor give up her name?
Yeah, she's not.
She's not.
Neither of them are giving up their names. I
wouldn't
doubt
think
it.
so.
I doubt it. But I thought it was cute what they did, and they sent. Oh, what is this at the bottom? Oh, maybe it's just the flavoring stuff. They sent their flavoring notes, and then they sent a recipe card for chai sugar cookies with icing.
I wonder if that's like one of Taylor's recipes, because I know she's an avid cookie baker.
I don't know, but it is signed by somebody. I don't know who signed it, but somebody signed it. And I just thought it was cute. And they also wrote like a little invitation, kind of like Bridgerton a little bit.
Cute.
Like, dear coffee lovers, we're delighted to announce a celebration of new beginnings, romance, and unforgettable flavors.
Morning.
So I thought they did a really cute job with their box, and they did tasting notes on the 2 flavors, which and then they did flavor it and put it onto 2 single serve pods. So I brewed it. I don't know how their coffee is, right? Because we're pretty biased to our own coffee. We like our own coffee.
But we're gonna give them a shot.
Yep. And they smell wonderful. They smell really good. So
Deborah says she loves doing coffee tasting.
yeah, but I need to do that again.
We send it to you guys in small, manageable bits. When we do it here, it's like 8 hours of testing, and it's
too much.
It's so tired of it by the end.
Yeah.
We tried to break it up and do it more like once a week or something, so it's not so overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I'm drinking my cherry vanilla, so this better be good.
Yeah, we'll see. So this is their chai sugar cookie, which, Britt, obviously I don't think you're going to like because you're not a fan of cinnamon.
But I do like chai.
Okay.
This smells good.
This smells like straight gingerbread to me.
It does.
right? Like it doesn't even have like chai. It's super molassesy,
Yeah.
super, ginger.
Okay.
I'm really not getting a lot of chai out of it because chai isn't as much ginger to me. What do you
Their
think?
base coffee is so weak.
Mm,
But
It's
the
weak.
flavors, I like the flavor.
yeah.
And I probably like it because I'm not a huge cinnamon fan.
So
It's mild.
what's interesting about flavored coffee, right, is the big common misconception in the
end is
coffee
good.
world
Not bad.
is that
Yeah.
you take not good coffee and you cover it with flavoring oils, but we don't do that here.
No.
We take really high quality coffee, high quality flavoring oils and
Mhm.
marry them together, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely their base coffee is super light. Like
I
it's
would
all
say
flavor.
the base coffee is not my favorite, but it could be the other way in bitter, which is horrible.
Yeah.
I do
not bad.
think that it showcases the flavor because you kind of get that warm chai flavor at the beginning, but at the end you really get that sugar cookie like
Mhm.
lingering after.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
It's
I
actually
kind
pretty
of
good.
enjoy.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Patty says I don't like cinnamon in my coffee, but I love cinnamon in general. Oh, that's super
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah, that's good. I'm actually drinking like all
I
of it.
like cinnamon sugar. So I like cinnamon rolls. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But like
me too.
Mhm.
a straight cinnamon, and I'll drink it. It's just not my favorite.
So they say that the notes in this are warm baking spice sweetness, creamy chai undertones, comfort board nostalgic aroma, and soft vanilla and buttery cookie richness. I would market this more as a gingerbread over chai, but chai is cute. And the flavor is still in my mouth.
You're right. It
Yeah.
reminds me of a frosted gingerbread
Just have a
cookie.
lingering flavor.
Yeah.
But I love the after
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
They don't mark on it. It's very heavy molasses. And in my
That's I am
opinion,
good.
I'd mark it as molasses.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
getting the molasses.
Yeah.
But for advent calendar next year, this could be fun.
That could be super fun. And like I said, I've never purchased their flavoring before, but they're really nice.
Super smart to do it this way because it made it so much easier to try your flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cherry.
Absolutely.
It's a cherry.
It says raspberry wedding cake.
Yeah. I dropped my last cup on the
Hi,
floor, so I'm
Bess.
drinking out of the main supply like a monster.
I
Raspberry
don't know if I'm
wedding
like
cake.
seeing these as well as being in the studio. I can't tell if people are commenting on TikTok. There looks like there's a lot going on far away.
We have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
Sorry, guys. We don't have that good of eye vision.
Regina just joined. I see people joining.
Awesome. Welcome, guys.
Nice.
Mhm.
Welcome. We're
Mhm.
Coffee
Similar
Beanery.
to our
Yeah.
Nice to
white
have
chocolate
you here.
strawberry, a little
Mhm.
bit.
We're just trying to jump into this TikTok thing. We've been doing social media on Facebook, YouTube, all the other stuff. But we're millennials.
Yeah,
This
we're
is-
jumping into the
We're
pool.
TikTok
This is hard.
resistant, and it is hard. Yeah,
But it's kind of fun. I do think it's pretty engaging, which
Yeah.
is nice.
yeah. We did a live last week, like a 15-20 minute live.
We
with
gave
our
away
Michigan
some awesome
cherries.
prizes.
Yeah.
Better to engage than not.
Yeah,
You know?
right. Yeah, we had some interesting comments during it when we were
I thought they were funny.
live. They were pretty funny. We've got pretty thick skin, so it didn't hurt our feelings too bad. But
No. Okay,
Um,
oh, I like that.
yeah, so this is called raspberry wedding cake.
It's like a vanilla. It is a vanilla raspberry.
Bright jammy raspberry, fluffy white cake sweetness,
Yeah.
delicate almond and vanilla layers, clean, elegant finish. One thing really important to know about flavored coffee is that, I mean, at least ours, there's no sugar.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
There's no allergens,
Yes.
or that's free of the top 8 allergens, I should say.
Yes.
So like there's no dairy, there's no, almond. So if you see that there's an almond note in it, for us, there's no actual like tree nuts, anything
Yeah.
like that in it. They're all artificial.
Mhm.
So
Logan said there's not LOL. I don't know what he's referring to.
I don't either.
I don't know. Mo says I'm a boomer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. We're all millennials, right? We're
Yeah.
smack dab in the middle
Yeah.
of it. Or are you guys at the beginning?
Yeah.
What's
I'm the
cutoff?
oldest one here.
Yeah, you 84.
83.
Sorry,
yeah.
but Patty's fitness out there, everybody.
She didn't seem offended by that.
Not at all. And didn't you just turn 40?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
He had a hard time with it.
Patty,
Yeah.
we love having you here. You can
Yes.
just stay on Facebook.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
But if you want to
Yeah.
go find us on TikTok, I think it's Coffee Beanery HQ. You can go
Yes.
follow us.
Yeah. I know Patty's found us over there before because for some weird reason we couldn't do like the hashtag Coffee Beanery over there. And she did tell me that. And I know somebody else told us that too.
Yeah.
Cindy says, so glad you brought back the bourbon pecan for a bit. My son's absolute favorite is Chelsea currant bun. Nice. I like that. That was a brand new flavor. raspberry wedding cake sounds amazing.
Oh, the
It's pretty
bourbon
good.
pecan one. I'm getting so many comments at the front desk. People are so upset it's sold out.
Oh, is it sold out now?
I don't know if it's in all the kinds, but in most of them, yes.
Yeah. That's one we should probably think about bringing back.
You graduated college in 83?
December of 83.
All
Thanks,
right,
thanks, Mo.
nice.
I like that.
I mean, I'm a 90s baby.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're the youngest here. You're the baby of the family right now.
But also the oldest of my family.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, fair. No, I think it was really smart that this company did this. Like
it's a great way to try their flavoring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like I
it.
said, normally we get these tiny little bottles and then we have to go flavor everything. And it takes a lot of time and effort to even sample new flavors.
Right. We had to flavor at least like 3 pounds to get
Yeah.
like the stuff, the flavoring to like be distributed evenly. And then a lot of times I have a lot of extra coffee I donate to the
But
food
why
bank.
couldn't we flavor a pod?
Well, be a question for your brother.
Logan?
Yeah.
Logan!
Yeah.
I know you're watching.
Yes. Tell us why you won't just flavor a pod.
If you could just flavor a pod.
Because then
that'd be so
it wouldn't
nice.
waste so much coffee. I mean, we donate it, but and then sometimes if it's good and I have time, we'll put it out to flavoring groups like Deborah to try.
Oh,
and stuff
good,
like that.
Cindy. I'm so glad you got some of the bourbon pecan.
Yeah.
And if you guys are on TikTok, we run limited time flavors every month, and we have a subscription box, so you get 4 unique curated flavors every month, and we don't tell you what they are beforehand.
Or actually, there might be a box next to you.
And they are only available on our website.
Next to me.
Bye, Charles.
Yeah,
they're only
bye,
available
Charles.
on our website just because
Boom.
TikTok doesn't like when you add and remove things. So we're not
Yes.
really able to do really small runs.
That's what our coffee of the month.
But
So this is the
was
2.5
December
ounce
box,
Mhm.
and it was a Christmas carol. So you
Apple
got
snow.
toasted chestnuts, figgy pudding, Battenberg cake, and apple snow.
Mhm.
Just a super good box.
Yeah, everybody seemed to really like that one. I think the fan favorite from this one, I'm going to say, was the Battenberg cake. It was that like marzipan, almond, amaretto flavor. That was pretty good.
I know. We'll have to, if you're on our Coffee Beanery VIP page, we're gonna do another tasting soon.
Yeah,
Let's
we
get
do need
something
to.
together
Yeah.
and see. Morning, Jennifer.
Yeah. Morning, Jen. Lovely
you
to
have
see you.
seen them on
Hey,
TikTok?
Bill. This year's advent calendar really hit a home run. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad you thought that. I think I put one of those in your mystery box. Didn't I?
Speaking of advent calendars, on our website, all the holiday clearance stuff is up. There's like 10 of some of the stuff or less.
And I meant to post about that last week, and then I called in on Friday. I had a headache, but I know we have a sale going on right now. Do they also get an extra 20% off the clearance?
No, but it is. I'm talking. It is marked down.
Yes,
like it is beyond any discount.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That's why I didn't post it yet, because I'm like, I don't want people to
we
get
do
mad.
have a sale for 20% off going on with code Frosty on coffeebeanery.com. But the clearance is marked down. You can't use any additional discounts on it. But if you're already placing an order, I mean, most of the stuff's marked down to like $10 or $12. Like I'm just trying to get it off the shelf before it gets lost in rotation like it did last year.
No, that's smart.
So
smart. Yeah, you never know.
Cindy said apple snow was so good.
Yes, I have heard that from a couple of our influencers. They really like that.
Logan said not happening on the K-Cup testing.
He's so just like doesn't bring me joy, Logan. Yeah. Let's find a way to say yes rather than no.
Really? I loved the figgy pudding, Deborah.
Oh,
that was, I think, one of my favorites in that box.
Yeah, it was just different because we've never done, I think, a fig flavor before.
Yeah.
And that was a pure fig.
Yeah.
So that one was really good. We got to bring you in to test with us, Will.
Yeah, that was a fun testing. The Battenberg was a surprise because I didn't know what Battenberg cake was.
Well, and I've said it before, but anytime we do like a period piece, right? Like we've done an Austin box, right? 1700s, right? Jane Austen. Yeah.
Okay.
Pride and Prejudice.
Okay.
Yeah. My buddy here was like,
it
what?
Was fun.
What?
No, I'm sure people love it.
Yeah, but it's hard to like, what are desserts from that period, right? What did people eat during that period when like sugar was limited and a lot of it was like fruit heavy? We do have a box dated even older this year without giving it away, like 1500s, and that was actually incredibly hard
you
to
think
do.
I can remember these? We plan them a year in advance. So
here's your clue. Romeo, we're out there. Romeo.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. Guess that. Guess that.
Of one of the boxes in this year's.
Yeah, and you picked up on it too. Good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got the first 6 months finalized of the flavors for this year.
Okay.
We've got them, I should say.
I know what January is. couldn't tell you what February
which
is.
they're shipping now, I
They-
think, right? Yeah.
Some of them have shipped. Some labels are still being generated as the orders come in. But
Yes.
most of them are shipping, yes.
Yeah. Cindy says the advent calendar was really awesome. We really look forward to our
Aw,
monthly boxes
thank
too. You guys do a great job. Thank you, Cindy. We appreciate that. Especially when sometimes like people will message us like, I hate that flavor.
That doesn't happen.
It doesn't
super
happen very often.
though.
But that's like we say, that's the fun of the box, right? You're getting 4 surprise flavors if you don't like surprising
like
yourself,
Jennifer
right?
hates when we do bacon.
She does.
But we love bacon,
Yeah.
so we throw it in once in a
Yeah,
while.
Yeah. And that doesn't hurt our feelings, you know, if you
No.
don't, because we know you're not going to love every single flavor.
I
Right?
don't love every single flavor.
Yeah.
Like black licorice. Mm-mm.
I
Nope.
couldn't even get you to try that or
The
honey. Britton hates honey, which I don't get, guys. I could eat
Well,
honey, like just pour it down
I
my throat.
swear, I try it like every 2 months because I want to like it so bad. It's so good for you. I really want to like it.
My son just gave me this whole thing, my 15-year-old son, about how honey has so many antibacterial properties because it's got
Yeah.
hydrogen peroxide.
Okay.
So my son is the kind of person who just like
Yeah.
speaks with confidence. So you believe things that he says, but it might not be true. I went and looked it up. It was true.
Yeah.
And of course they do use it in some like wound dressings and
Yeah.
things like that. But yeah.
Nice. Jennifer says no to black licorice.
Yeah, I
So-
can't
And
do
we have
black licorice
people who
either.
beg.
And,
for
So
black
we
licorice.
actually
Black
have
licorice.
a lot of Swedish customers, and I learned this from one of them.
Sylvia.
She messaged me. Yes, Sylvia is one of them, and then I think her name's Angelique. She messaged and said that licorice in their country is huge.
Yeah.
And I have it like written out an
It's
idea
like
to
the
do a Swedish candy
salted
box.
black licorice too.
Yeah.
Like Mullen always had it at her house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can eat
Yeah, different
That was
kinds.
crazy.
Yeah.
You have a typo on the eggnog pod.
Oh,
This was I think it's because the 12 ounce just sold out.
yeah.
But I will check.
Yeah,
on
we'll
that
double check
after
that. Thank
this.
you. We
Yeah.
appreciate that too. If you ever see something that's not right, it doesn't hurt
It's
our feelings to let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 48 count eggnog is the last thing left of the eggnog. All the 12 counts are gone. So I probably just mistyped.
I think we have some
something.
decaf too.
But
right?
normally it's like 55.49, so it's on sale for 48, I think.
yeah.
But it's
something
the
like that.
48 count.
Yeah.
So that's what that is.
Yeah.
But I will check that.
Yeah. Mistakes will happen. We
After.
are a very small team and with a lot of jobs.
But thank you for
so-
catching that.
yeah.
I appreciate it.
Bill says, I've loved so many of your flavors, but just could not dig huckleberry and black licorice. That's fair. That's fair.
I didn't try the huckleberry.
Huckleberry is super floral.
Super
Oh, yeah, I didn't
Um,
like that.
Yeah, but I actually really liked it because it was
Yeah.
just really different.
Patty says
Yeah.
coconut is a no.
Yeah. I love, we've opened the door. Tell us what you hate.
Which coconut is not, there's no coconut allergens on any of our
yeah,
coffee.
we just double checked that one.
Yes, because somebody has a severe coconut allergy and they
Mhm.
were super, super excited. I mean, I felt bad. It probably took 3 weeks to
Yeah.
find out for sure, but I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure.
Well, and a lot of
Completely.
times, so like the flavoring companies will give us a sheet that will say like, flavoring is considered to be a proprietary like secret ingredient, but they'll
Sure.
tell us what it doesn't have
Mhm.
rather than what it does have. So whereas we know like it's free of like these things, which I just found out no dyes. I did confirm
Yes.
that. But they don't always tell us like if there's a specific thing. So like if you ever have a question, feel free to reach
Yeah.
out. I will ask for whatever certain flavor. It might take a little bit to get an answer back, but I have no problem doing that because we're totally like we'd rather you know.
Jennifer says she loves honey,
Yeah.
but hasn't loved the honey flavor.
Fair.
And she loves anything almond, maybe a nanner almond. And I
Oh,
appreciate
but-
using nanner so you don't get kicked off.
Yeah. If you say the word that starts with a B,
Yeah.
apparently that's a dirty
She
word.
posted banana and it hit all her comments the one time.
Let's see. Well, Bill did say banana flavors as well, and he I don't think got banned, so that's good. Patty, I don't
It
even
was
like
so
the
funny.
smell of coconut. Yeah, and I think it's like coconut's one of those flavors you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
You know,
I like
Reminds me of
coconut
the beach.
flavoring. Like
Yeah.
I like a pina colada.
Yeah.
But like give me a coconut type cake and I'm out.
I want
Right.
all the coconut. I love coconut. The more, and I love our toasted coconut that we
That
did.
was so good.
Yeah,
That was a good
Mm,
one.
mm.
Just like a toasted almond.
We're
with
just
the-
making people
No,
upset with all
No,
the
it
flavors
was
we don't
more of
have.
a like Hawaiian coconut felt like more I don't know, tropical. There was just like a nuttier, like
Yeah.
It was
like
nice.
how coconut after you toast it kind of takes on
Yeah.
like a little bit more of a nuttier experience.
Mhm.
That's kind of what you got out of it. So
He's
yeah,
a man.
because he's a man.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, and Will is our espresso drinker.
Yeah.
He drinks this flavored coffee out of good sport and fun, but he is
But
a hardcore
that
espresso
you,
drinker.
you enjoy it, but it's not something you're going to drink every day.
Right.
Like some
Right.
of my brothers would be like, "Oh, I'm never drinking flavored coffee." Blah blah blah.
I just
and you'll at least appreciate it.
I do. I appreciate because I see the process our beans
Mhm.
go through when they come in green. So I just
Yeah.
like seeing what we can do with it, right?
Yeah,
Because we
for
can do
sure.
so much different stuff. And obviously the espresso for me, if you guys haven't had it, it's fantastic,
It
right?
is the best.
It's fantastic, our espresso. But yeah, I mean, seeing what we can do with
Yeah.
flavoring the coffee is great.
Will
for
works
sure.
for coffee happily. Like he loves it so much. So like that's his like whole motivation. Like
Yeah.
I work for coffee. It's fine.
Patty, I'm with you on the texture of coconut. I think that's what gets me is the texture.
The texture of rice pudding for me is like
Oh yeah. I'm
or
with you. I agree.
tapioca.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Even just regular pudding, actually.
Yeah, no,
It's just a
can't.
thing.
Oh, do you remember? I don't know if this is anybody else, but like when we were kids, my mom would make like the cook and serve pudding.
Oh no, my
And
mom
then
didn't cook.
There was a
my-
layer
yeah.
of like on it that would get on it, like if you didn't like wrap with the plastic wrap right on it, and it was like a thick, like milk
Like a
layer.
mochi layer or something like that. Like,
Like it would like gel up kind of and be just like yucky and gelatinous
morning,
and gross.
Jessica, we miss you.
Was not a fan. Not
Will
a
got
fan.
you hooked on espresso, especially as a
Yeah.
pour over. Yeah.
Will gets
All
everybody
right,
hooked on
Jessica, hey.
espresso. Yeah.
I recommend
right.
espresso, our espresso coffee brewed as
Oh.
coffee to most people.
Yeah, it's so dynamic.
Hey, Patty.
That's why I like you can do everything with that.
Patty
so
asked if you
good.
want one of her espresso machines.
Yeah. Send it on in.
Send it over.
Yes,
And Bill
I'll make a
said-
video using it.
Chocolate blueberry mill. That's
Or chocolate peach.
I love that idea.
I do love chocolate covered fruit. It is excellent.
Yeah, like our chocolate cherry I actually drank the other day.
Mhm.
It's so good.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
love chocolate fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You should do a toasted cherry, like a like you know what I mean?
toasted
No.
cherry.
Am I onto something? Am
Like
I not?
that,
Am I
like
not
a-
on?
like
Maybe
a-
I'm not.
Or like a brulee cherry type
something
deal.
like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow. I wonder how I would do that.
I don't
That's
know.
interesting. I
Sure,
should think
there's a
about
way.
that. I'd
Yeah.
have to really think about that. I have to really
That's
think
funny.
about that.
How millennial, not eating something because of the texture. No such thing for me as a kid.
Pull up, California. Hey, next time I'm there, I'm pulling up for sure.
So Mo, though, the thing is that my mom would still make me eat it. And like the
Yes.
worst thing I ever had that I can
Ooh,
remember
chocolate
texture wise, because remember we had to sit at the table until we were done eating. Is my grandma made these like Eggo waffles, and then like she would like smash
know
the
probably
strawberries
you
and
were
add
happy.
water to them and pour them over the waffle, and it would just get soggy. Okay, so how we know never eat soggy waffles?
Yeah.
That's me, 100% disgusting. Ugh.
My parents used to make us drink milk at dinner time, like a glass of milk. But the problem
Yeah.
was that they'd pour it like while they're still cooking, and so then it'd be warm by the time you got to the
no.
table.
No.
Oh, I
No,
hated
thank
milk
you.
to begin with. And then that
Yeah.
was worse. But then my dad started doing research on cow's milk and how like you don't really need it.
Yeah.
We get enough calcium from the cheese and whatever. And so he stopped making us do that.
Well, they also said that we're the only, I don't know, I guess the word's not species that drinks another species milk.
Yeah,
And
we're-
that's kind of weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
And past infincy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
most
Yeah.
other species won't drink milk
Yeah.
past infancy.
Yeah. Somebody's
Yeah.
got to milk those poor cows,
Interesting.
you know?
Interesting.
it is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm dairy positive. Like I'll drink dairy. Sometimes it hurts my stomach, but I do like a good oat milk. Like when Will brings me chai, which right now in our stores, the drink of the month is the honey vanilla chai,
Oh yeah.
which
Yeah.
I'm a big chai fan.
Mhm.
And, you know, adding honey to it, you know, can't go wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, Mo, we just had 5 kids, so it was
Mhm.
kind of the same: eat or go
Mhm.
hungry. And if you didn't eat like super fast, you were definitely not getting any more.
I love eating with the Shaws because they
It's like
do,
a
they eat
race.
so fast. And I'm here just like eating. And I look over and I'm like, oh my God, am I just a slow
We're
eater?
all done.
Yeah, they are. They're so fast.
And I feel like I've slowed down as an eater
yeah.
too. But I mean, growing up, it was like you either had to take like a really big portion or you got nothing.
Yeah.
The
no.
boys just ate everything.
Yeah, nope. I grew up with a brother and 2 sisters, and I don't know, portions, we didn't have that problem, I guess.
Yeah, the 3 boys would just, I mean, my dad would buy these like stacks of, they came in a bag, which sounds really disgusting, but they were frozen burger patties that you were supposed to cook. And they would come home from sporting events and eat these meat popsicles.
Were they raw?
Oh,
I think they were cooked and you just had to reheat them.
yeah.
But they would literally pull
Shout
them
out
out
to
of the
Kevin.
freezer and they would just eat them frozen.
Yeah.
Stacks of burgers.
I don't know what to say about
It was
that.
they called them meat popsicles. They'd have them like on a
Listen.
fork and just like walking around eating them.
You can eat frozen fruit, you can have frozen ice cream, but you don't just eat like frozen
They were
freaking
teenagers.
hamburger patties. Like,
didn't
absolutely
care.
not.
I mean, whole boxes of cereal in one sitting. Just it was insane.
Yeah.
Chocolate blueberry, Jessica.
Feeding boys is just a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like nothing to mess around with. What is it? Oh, most of that was an adult before I found out that pancakes were a breakfast item. We ate them
Oh,
for
yeah.
a cheap supper. Yeah,
We
I
used
right.
to do
Pancake
that.
mix and water. That is a cheap
A
supper.
lot.
And breakfast for dinner. Like, let's not. That's so like underrated.
Yeah.
Like,
They eat like they're gonna have to share.
oh
That's funny.
my gosh. You have to promise to never do a meat popsicle.
No,
God,
We
flavor.
promise.
I think
will
we
never
have
do
to
that.
now, don't we? No.
It was disgusting, though.
Meat popsicle.
Logan says it was Kogel's. I personally watched you do hamburgers and hot dogs this way.
You got to come in here and
Because
defend yourself,
The
Logan.
hamburgers would come in this like plastic like bag, and then the hot
Oh.
dogs would at least come in a box. And those you would just grab like a string full of them. It was
Absolutely
craziest.
not.
it was disgusting.
Oh.
Teenage boys are disgusting.
By the way, Kogels are hot dogs, by the way,
Oh, yeah.
and they're a big deal
In
in
Michigan.
Michigan,
Like, we only eat
especially like they're
Kogels.
in the Flint area. That's the only hot dog to eat. There is no other hot dog. That is
he
the
just
only way.
admitted. Logan said it's very possible. I was there.
Yeah.
I witnessed this because they bought us the tiny George Foreman to like cook
Yeah.
them,
Oh my
and
gosh.
they just refused to cook.
Do you know
them.
what's funny about flavoring too, Bill? Is a couple years ago I went to one of our flavoring companies in Jersey, and you can create anything you want from flavorings. Like a lot of times they have like some companies have like a preset list of like flavors that they've done before, but we actually created our own flavors, and it was a nanner flavor. And Lori and I both did one, and I think she did like more of like a candy flavored one, like a
Yeah.
runt,
Mhm.
and I did more of a green banana. Disgusting. Oh, sorry, nanner.
Yeah.
And it's just really interesting because it was like add a little bit more of this to make it like, and it was just like pipettes and stuff.
Mhm.
A little bit more of this to make it taste sweet. And
Yeah.
again, it's not sugar, but there's something that it does to your tongue that makes it like come out as sweet or makes you think you're drinking something
Well,
sweet.
and that's what the company that we work with a lot, who makes a lot of our flavoring oil. It's really cool. We have a really good relationship with them because
Mhm.
when we're coming up with these boxes every month, we can be like, hey, we really like this flavor, but could you just make it a little bit,
Mhm.
toastier or
Yeah.
a little bit nuttier
Yeah.
or what? And they're able to just tweak it that
Yeah.
little bit for us and try
Yeah.
to figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the hardest one though was the Dubai chocolate. Because we had gotten like pre-mixed flavors of that, and we're just
Oh
like, we're
my
just not
gosh.
feeling
Like the
it.
pistachio and
And
chocolate.
Yeah.
that one we had like so many different renditions of us just
Yeah.
like
Because
mixing
you
different
really
flavors.
want to taste both. You
Yeah.
want to get, the chocolate and then really have that pistachio come out. And a lot of times
Mhm.
the chocolate was bearing the pistachio.
Yeah,
It took a long time
Yeah.
to get that.
a chocolate coconut. Yeah, so try our
We
German
have-
Yeah.
chocolate, Bill. Yeah,
Yeah, we have a lot of customers in the
Chocolate
stores
nanner,
too
yeah.
who mix their flavored coffee.
Yes.
They'll buy it and mix
Yes.
some.
Yes.
Just
we
based
get a
on-
lot of people
yeah.
mixing chocolate hazelnut
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And chocolate
So-
banana. Yes, we did do a chocolate. Oh, sorry. Thank you, nanner. Chocolate nanner. We did do that. Which box did we do that in? I think we had a chocolate sundae or banana
Yes.
nanner sundae.
We did.
Yeah.
something like
That one was really good. It was the Neapolitan box, and there was a banana.
was that in
something.
our summer camp box?
Yes.
Yeah. And we did do a chocolate covered nanner drink in our stores last year too,
Mhm.
which is like a frozen like chocolate frappe latte.
Well, in
So-
our October box,
Mhm.
we purposely did 4 flavors that you like were wildly mixed too, which was fun.
Mo says, here we are at the land of fluffernutters. Is that peanut butter and marshmallow? Is that what
Go
that
ahead.
I
is?
bet you're right.
Bring it on.
Yeah, let us know for sure. I think that's what it is, but I don't know for sure.
I think so because my kids had never had the peanut butter marshmallow fluff sandwich or something.
I've never
before.
have. Have you?
No, I don't like peanut butter.
Yeah.
So, I do like peanut butter-ish, but
Yeah.
not peanut butter sandwiches. And so he made them, and they're obsessed with them.
That was a video I saw last night of the Josh and Jace guys from the
Yeah.
UK. And they're like, Americans put peanut butter on everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, valid. We like
Bill
it.
said he's never had German chocolate. Out of your entire stash of coffee?
Really?
Wild.
Yeah, we sell a
Yeah,
lot
German
of that.
chocolate, buddy. Yeah, German
Stop
chocolate cake. Yeah.
saying toasted. You're making me want my toasted flavor.
Yeah, Deborah has been begging us to do toasted
Toasted?
marshmallow. And
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, we used
That was
to
my
have,
very exaggerated
we
wink.
used to have a customer back in the day who would buy the French toast and blueberry. And
Oh, really?
mixed, dude, blueberry French
toast
like a
and
blueberry
blueberry.
French toast, kind of.
Yes,
That
sounds
we
delicious.
should actually do that.
Yeah.
That would be delicious. Like
Yeah.
it'd be like a maple pancake.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A cinnamon
Look at
maple
all these
pancake.
ideas.
Marshmallow fluff and peanut butter. Yes. I wonder
Okay.
if I could get that into a flavor in. Guys,
Probably.
yeah. And it can be hard to do sometimes. I'm telling you, like to just like make sure that and then to make sure that the flavors go well together. Like when we did the mango chili, I thought
Mango
that was really
chocolate chili.
interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I said it, you were like, "Are you serious?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, this is a like real thing that
Yeah.
people do."
Well, and I'm
And it
just
was
like,
good.
how am I going to figure that out?
Yeah.
And that took a couple renditions too, but we did get that one figured out. So yeah, because like we'll come up with a theme, and then it's like, okay, flavors, and then Britton and I will sit down and go through them. Like, okay, no, that doesn't make sense. This makes sense. No, this doesn't make sense. This
Mhm.
makes sense. And then
It
I'm like,
takes-
okay, we got the
yeah.
flavor. Now I got to figure out what goes with it.
Sometimes we come up with a flavor before we actually have a flavoring to go with it.
Yeah,
Which is
that's the
always
really
fun.
hard part. Because then I go like with my head down to the flavoring company. Can you make this like weird?
Kind of nice
Really
though that
weird things.
anything's possible, right?
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people might say, like, oh, that doesn't taste like this. I'm like, oh no, we're really trying to
You're
make
right,
it taste like
Teresa.
that.
That mole one was so good.
Oh,
We sold a ton of the
yeah.
mole. We actually had people
Yeah.
coming back asking for that. one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one
What
there might-
holiday did
there
we
might
do
be
that
a
for?
box with something
Thanksgiving?
like
When
that.
was it? No, it was a
well, so it was an everyday flavor called Fiesta Mocha that we
Fiesta
had.
Mocha, right.
And then we did
we
do
retired it.
Yeah.
we did because we didn't have great sales on it.
We
Sadly
retired
enough.
that and the apple.
But Fiesta Mocha's
The caramel
is-
apple, and that's a
not a great
seasonal flavor
name.
now. Yeah, we did do the Mexican mole in was it the hot cocoa box that we did? Is it like a
It came with there was some other
So
ones.
Mel
Yeah.
says that we should
Yeah.
do
There was a
box
mole and
where
then
we,
another weird name.
we
with it.
live
There was a
taste some
crazy
of our
name. It was so
flavors
fast.
together.
Month.
So
I
Mel's
can't remember.
we have done it before, but it
Mhm.
is fun. Every month we do our subscription box tasting, and we
Subscription
actually
box?
at the end of it we'll mix a lot of them together, and we'll kind of
Yeah.
let you know which ones are really good combinations.
Mhm.
But it would be fun to do a video of our standard flavors mixed together so that you guys
Oh.
know what to mix. So I
Yeah.
love that idea.
Yeah, that is a
Thank
great
you.
idea.
Yeah,
we should do
'cause-
that. We're always looking for new
Yeah,
ideas for
because one of the
content.
best sellers in our
Yeah.
coffee shops is a
Yeah.
combo.
A chocolate hazelnut.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're right,
Yeah.
we do it with these, but you can't get these all the time. So we
Yeah.
should definitely do that with our
That's a
standard
great
flavors.
idea. I
Thank
love
you.
that. And
Oh, it's me, Melissa.
we did
Hi.
do peanut butter and banana flavor for our October box or
I like
spooky
how she
peanut butter
clarified.
banana.
It's
Yeah.
Melissa.
I love it. Hi, Melissa. Like
Hey,
I'm
yo.
talking to your phone over here.
Yo.
Like,
I know. I have it on my phone because the comments are so far away we can't see them.
yeah, we are. I don't care how young you are, you can't see that.
No, and I just got new contacts. I can't even see
Mm.
ourselves over there.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
a
you know,
distant memory.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
But I think we're gonna get back to work
Yeah,
because it's been a minute.
it's been a minute. We
we-
can
we can,
BS for
you know.
40 minutes like the best of us.
Yeah. So
But-
we really appreciate everybody chatting with us this week.
Yes,
Yes.
thanks for hanging out.
And we will see you again next week.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Bye. Take care. You gotta grab the
You
TikTok
got
one,
it.
too.
It's the little power button in the corner.
Mhm.